Okay, welcome to my battle against Phyrexian Gargantua. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, a request battle. He just wanted to see his pokes on YouTube, which is fair enough. He leads with Hippodon, and first thing I know is I can't stay in. Metagross isn't going to take a stab Earthquake, is it? So go straight out to Vaporeon, because I know it can take an Earthquake quite well, and then it could KO back with Surf. So that was a fairly obvious thing. It can do that to most ground types. And so he sends out his Gyarados, and I decide to Wish, which was a good move, I think, in the end. And in this next one, he decides to Dragon Dance up, which I predict, and then I roar it away, if I remember rightly, which I do. So out comes Heatran, and this time, well, the wish comes true. I get more health, la la la, and I try to Surf it this time because I don't want to take any chances. So out comes the Gyarados again. I Surf, and this time I know that. So he's gone out to Gyarados, so I know he's going to try and do something. If he Dragon Dances the first time, I can just roar him away the second turn because I can still survive a Dragon Dance Earthquake. But he goes for the Earthquake the first time, I go with the Ice Beam because I wanted to get some damage on this thing. The more damage I get, the more chance I have of KOing it later. Sorry about that. Anyway, this time I think about switching out. Oh no, I do switch out, predicting the Earthquake. I go out to Gengar, then he goes out to Metagross as well. And here I forget about Bullet Punch, and that was almost deadly, but it was fine in the end. I get it to sleep. And that was good because it meant it wasn't a problem for the rest of the battle, which was, very useful. So he stays in, and I go out to Infernape because I plan to KO with Flamethrower, as any sensible person does. And he goes out to Gyarados, which I know is an issue because I know it's faster, and I know I can Thunder Punch it, so I do. And okay. Leftovers and all that stuff takes a while, and there you go. I Thunder Punch it. Gyarados dies. Well, faints. I know, but I'm just used to saying dies now. Anyway, and now I think he sends out his Garchomp, and this is what I hate about Garchomp. Sandveil, I think, is just too much. I just think, it annoys me because I won't even go into it. But I went for the close combat, and this thing's got expert belt, so it doesn't actually do as much as I expected it to do. I forgot that it was totally unboosted, so Garchomp actually took it quite well. And if I was him, I would have just carried on Swords Dancing. I mean, Infinite wasn't doing much. I would have got one more Swords Dance at least. And anyway, I just want to get rid of the Garchomp at this point, so I just explode on it, and I'm sitting there going, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, because I'm in with Sandveil again, and if that had missed, that would have been terrible. Anyway, so I go out to Eevee, and think about Ice Beaming, but then decide there's not much point. It could, if it could just amnesia that, and then I'd be in trouble. But he goes out as well, and he goes out to his Metagross, and that's not too bad for me because it's asleep, so I obviously have the advantage. And this is the advantage of having Choice Band on a Metagross. It does, that's 2 HKO on a physical wall Hippodon, and because this thing's faster than it, it's an instant KO. When otherwise Hippodon was a very good, would be a very good counter to an Agiligross at least. But there you go. And now he goes out to Heatran, which obviously I can't stay in. I can't take a Lava Plume or an Earth Power. And I go out to Vaporeon because I know it can sponge hits reasonably well. And luckily for me, it Lava Plumes instead of Earth Power. And I'm pretty sure it's Scarf or Specs. So I decide to Surf, and he switches out. Oh no, wait, no, I don't Surf. I Wish, because I knew I'd have a free switch. Anyway, and now I go out to Metagross again, and which I thought I'd waste for a Wish, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I can just keep Earthquaking and won't get in any trouble. And he sent out Heatran, which is odd. I would have just used the Metagross as sort of death fodder, and then sent Heatran out again and Earth powered. you know, because then he's got, you know, he's got at least a chance of hitting me. But he doesn't, and then I managed to get Heatran on a switch in. Maybe he thought I was predicting Cradily and thought I'd Meteor Math or something. Anyway, there you go. I'll finish off with Earthquakes. Cheers guys for watching. Cheers. Bye.
Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear.